Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjanam Shalakaya Chukshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Narayanam Gurum Vande Sharanyam Bhakta Bandhavam Gaudamanubhishtam Purnam Radha Dasyam Pradayakam Rupanugacharya Varyam Burupa Manjari Preshtakam Patita Pavana Karunyam Yugacharya Narayanam Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Twise Namaha Shama Sundara Shikanda Shekara Ismirahasar Murali Manohara Radhikara Sikamam Kripanide Swapriya Charana Kinkarim Kuru Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhan Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Vrindai Tulasi Devyai Priyai Keshava Sacha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Satyavatyai Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramu Ramo Ramo Hare Hare. So first of all, I begin offering my most humble obeisances to the dust of the lotus feet of Paramaradhyatama Shri Guru Pada Padma Nitarila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Paramahamsa Paribrajacharya Ashtotara Satasi Srimad Shila Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj Shila Gurudev. And to my most worshipable Shikshan Sannyasa Guru Nitarila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Paramahamsa Paribrajacharya Ashtotara Satasi Srimad Shila Bhakti Vigyana Bharati Goswami Maharaj. And to all Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga, to all Tridandi Sannyasis, Brahmacharis, Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, and to all the assembled devotees here today, my most respectful obeisances. So by the causeless mercy of Srila Gurudeva and all Mahabhagavatas Acharyas, we are able to assemble here one. Now the verse number 3. Visha Jala Pyayad Vyala Rakshasad Varsha Maruta Vidyutanalat Vrishamayatmaja Vishwato Bhaya Rishabhate Vayam Rakshitamu. O crest jewel among men, time after time you protected us, Braja Gopis, from all types of danger. You saved us from death, from the poisonous water of Jamuna, the man-eating python Agasur, the rain sent by Indra, the whirlwind caused by Trinavarta, Indra's fiery thunderbolts, the forest fire, the bull demon Arishtasur, and Vyomasur, the son of Mayadanava. Now the commentary of Srila Jiva Goswami Pada Vaishnava Toshani. The Gopis are saying, Hey Krishna, we have descended from the same dynasty. And also because it is a common practice to help those who are in trouble. You have always protected us. So why do you now forget the principle that it is not proper to cut down the tree one has planted and nurtured till its maturity, even if it is poisonous? Even if an enemy is maintained and nourished, one should not destroy it. What to speak of a loved one? Why don't you remember this logic? So to explain this to Krishna, the Gopis, they begin the shloka with Visha Jala Pyayad. But Krishna, he may ask, O Gopis, tell me in which way I protected you before. Then to this the Gopis replied, Hey Braja Jivana, O life of Braja, you saved the cowherd boys and the cows when they fell in the mouth of death after drinking the poisoned water of Jamuna. In another time, Agasur, the demon in the form of a snake, swallowed all the boys and calves. Cowherd boys could not identify the true identity of the snake demon. and they entered his mouth along with their calves, and you saved them from death. These cowherd boys and calves are the very life of all inhabitants of Braja. Therefore, by saving them, you saved all of the Brajabasis, and we are included among them. In this way, you respected our village tradition. So in this way, the gopis are giving some reasons why Krishna saved them from danger. So then the gopis, they continue. Indra was very angry and wanted to destroy Gokula. Thus, he sent a heavy rainstorm with flashing thunderbolts. And you protected all of us from that inundation by lifting Govardhana hill. In this way, you saved us. You saved us from the violent demons. The word Vrisha indicates Vatsasur, the bull. Although it came in the form of a calf, at the time of death, his body was big like a bull. Just like Lord Varaha, he appeared from the nostril of Brahma in a tiny form, but gradually he expanded into an enormous size. So the sentence Vrisha Mayatmaja can be understood in two ways, like the son of a bull or the son of Mayadanava Vyomasur. So in this way, you protected all the cowherd boys from the attacks of Vatsasura and Vyomasura. So again, the gopis, they relate these incidents to themselves because they were also part of the community of Braja. So Krishna, he performed the pastime of killing Vyomasur in his childhood. Although Srimad Bhagavatam tells these pastimes after the description of Rasa Lila, it actually happened before. The killing of Vyomasur should have been included during Krishna's childhood pastimes. But Shukadeva Goswami was absorbed in deep trance, so some of the Leelas he just spoke later. Srimad Bhagavatam is not actually everything in the proper order. There are some misplaced. Now the commentary of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Sarata Darshini. So the gopis, they make another point. They say, if you want to kill us, why did you save us from all these previous calamities? So, since you saved us before, it is not proper to kill us now. You saved all Braja, and ourselves are included in that. Like from the poisonous Kaliya lake, from the Agasur, from the anger of Indra, and so many others. But Krishna, he would say, I crushed Kaliya and other demons for my own protection. So how were you protected in these cases? So the gopis reply to that, Hey Pranavallabha, you are the only support of our lives. Therefore, our lives are one with you. So therefore, by protecting yourself, you actually protected us. Then when Indra was so angry and sent heavy rains and thunderbolts, you held up Govardhan to protect the whole Braja. And as we are part of Braja, you also protected us. Therefore, knowing that you are the protector from all fears in the universe, we are burning in the fire of love, lit by the 5 arrows of Kamadev. And therefore we have come to you to extinguish that fire. But instead of pacifying us, you placed us in a fire of separation that is millions of times greater than that of Kamadev. So in this way, he also mentions that the pastimes of killing Arishtasura and Vyomasur after Rasalila, but they actually happened before. Verse 4. Nakalu gopika nandano bhavan akila dehinam antaratmadrik vikanasarthito vishwaguptaye sakhau devam satvatam kule. O friend, it is certain that you are not the son of Jashoda. Rather, you are the super soul who resides in the hearts of all the living beings. In response to Lord Brahma's prayer, you have appeared in the Jadu dynasty to protect the universe. Now the commentary of Srila Jiva Goswami Pada Vaishnava Tosham. So in the previous verse, the gopis said, Hey Krishna, because you are the crown jewel among men, you are capable of protecting us from all kinds of fears. Now continue the analysis of Krishna's abilities. The gopis speak this verse beginning with Nakalu. So the gopis are saying, by witnessing your supernatural prowess, we come to the following conclusion. O friend, we are absolutely certain that you are not the son of Brajeshwari Jashoda. We assume that you are the super soul in the hearts of all living beings. In this way, the gopis, they are not actually at fault by addressing Krishna as Gopikanandana, the son of a gopi, because they don't want to minimize the position of Jashoda, who is the queen of all gopis. But now, seeing Krishna in the mood of majesty as the super soul, with great humility, they are speaking these words. And it seems that they are minimizing the glories of Jashoda, but actually they are very, very close to her. So, and they accept her as the crest jewel of their community. So then the gopis say, as you are the super soul, the witness of every living entity, and certainly you must be aware of the burning in our hearts. Therefore, there is no need to say any more to you about our suffering in separation. But even though the gopis accept Krishna as Antaryami, the super soul, they are still presenting the reason for why he descended with the word Vikana Shartito. So the gopis are saying, responding to the prayer of your devotee, Lord Brahma, you appear in Braja, in the family of your best devotees. So you always cast your merciful glance in their direction. And when there is the need, you always protect them. So what is more? We are your beloveds. So is it right to lose the chance to take care of us? This full moon night is the right time for you to fulfill your mission. Thinking that Krishna might object them, the gopis are saying, you are not my devotees. So if you feel that we are not your devotees, then still you should protect us. Because Brahma requested you to save the entire universe. So this is the intention when the gopis speak the words Vishwaguptaye, means to save the whole world. So within the universe, all kinds of entities are to be found. Non-devotees, conscious and unconscious beings, pious and impious beings. But out of all your devotees, our feelings for you are extraordinary. Therefore, you should take special care of us. So here the gopis are clearly telling to Krishna that they are more special than everyone else. So the prayer in which the Braja gopis glorify Krishna as Paramatma and the protector of the universe is full of awe and reverence, but only on the surface, because it is spoken due to the suffering of separation. But they're just repeating what they heard from Gargacharya and other sages, because Aishwarya Jnana would never manifest in the hearts of the gopis. So when they speak like that, they are not actually feeling Krishna as Paramatma. They are just, Navedai, trying to tease Krishna. In fact, they only know Krishna as Gopikanandana, the son of Mother Yashoda. And they only experience Madhurya coming from him. So when Aishwarya seems to be present in the words of the gopis, it should be understood that they are speaking like in some disguised way, just to achieve their desired goal. So the gopis are not having the real Aishwarya Jnana mood. To that I remember what Srila Bharati Goswami Maharaj used to say of why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing in front of Jagannath chariot and calling out Jai Jagannath. He said that Mahaprabhu is in the mood of Radha and he's dancing in front of Krishna, who is Jagannath. So why he's not calling Jagannath Govinda, Gopinath, which are the names of Vrindavan? Why he's calling Jagannath? Because this pastime refers to the meeting of Radha and Krishna in Kurukshetra. And at that time, Srimati Radhika, she's feeling so much separation before meeting with Krishna. But when she sees Krishna dressed like a king, surrounded by so many queens and soldiers and ministers like that, then she became upset. And then she begins to say to Krishna, oh, you left Braj, never came back, looks like you forgot all of us. Now you are surrounded by so much opulence. So it means that you are not wearing your peacock feather, you're not wearing your yellow dhoti, not holding your flute. So you are not more Govinda. Now you are Jagannath. You are the Lord of the world. So Radha was teasing Krishna by calling him Jagannath, not Govinda. In the same way, now the gopis are calling him Paramatma. means they are also in this provocative mood. But it is interesting to note that in that same meeting in Kurukshetra, when Krishna himself said that he is Paramatma and the gopis should meditate on him, the gopis became very angry. So this is the quarreling mood of Radha and Krishna. So then the gopis say, "Oh friend, you are the super soul, but this does not mean that you are not the son of Yashoda. So you appeared in the family of devotees in the response to the prayer of your devotee Brahma to protect the entire universe. So therefore you should also care for us. It is not right for you to neglect us. We are certainly worthy of your protection." But according to the other meaning, the gopis, they are with resentment. So they are saying, "You are not the son of Yashoda. Because Yashoda, she is very compassionate and she looks after us. But there is no doubt that you are the super soul because you look at everything with indifference." This is a very important thing the gopis are saying, that Paramatma is indifferent. And this is true. Paramatma, he is not reacting to anything that anyone does. So he's always quiet on his side. But you were controlled by the bhakti of Brahma. And then you came disguised as the son of Yashoda, just to protect the universe. When we were children, we became friends and we played together. Therefore, you should protect us. You can see that to every sentence of the gopis, provoking Krishna, they end up with a submissive mood, saying, "Therefore you have to protect us." So first sentence is in contrary mood, and the ending is always submissive mood. Then another meaning is that, "O you who are not our friend, O you who are averse to us, all the Vrajavasis know you are the son of Yashoda. Gargacharya, Bhaguri Rishi, and other sages, they believe you to be the super soul of all beings. And even Purnamasi, she mentioned that you have descended in answer to Brahma's prayers to protect the universe. However, observing your behavior, we are unable to determine what is the actual fact." So now the gopis, they are becoming like in a neutral position. They say from one side, the Brajavasis believe Krishna is son of Yashoda. And from other side, the sages believe Krishna is Paramatma. So then they say, now we are unable to decide. But it seems that you are not the son of Yashoda because she is very kind. If you were her son, you would not be so heartless. So you should be very kind to us because we are related to her. Also, we think that you are not the super soul in the hearts of all living entities. Otherwise, how could you be unaware of our misery? If you would be the super soul, you would know how we are suffering. And then you could not stop yourself from giving us your darshan. Moreover, if you have descended to protect the universe, as per Brahma's prayers, you would protect us also, because we are within the universe. And third point, you did not appear in a family of devotees. If you would had, we also would be the object of your causeless mercy. So the commentary of Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur Sarata Darshini. Shri Krishna might say, "O gopis, again and again you speak irrationally. Get hold of yourselves. I am the son of Nanda, the source of all bliss. But you accuse me of killing women and betraying people's trust. Therefore, I will go to a very remote place, that in this lifetime you will not see me again, not even once." So this type of threatening words of Krishna hit very hard the heart of the gopis. So trying to please him, they glorified him by this prayer beginning with Nakalu Gopika, which means, "O friend, you are certainly not the son of Yashoda. Rather, you are the super soul in the heart of all living beings. We heard from Bhaguri Rishi, Gargacharya and Purnamasi that you are the super soul. Residing in our hearts, you know all our desires and also inspire us to speak in this way. We only act according to your inspiration. Therefore, do not be angry with us. Be pleased. We heard about the cause of your appearance here. According to the request of Lord Brahma, you were born in the Yadu dynasty, arising like the sun from behind the mountain of Sri Yashoda's womb to protect the world." So to that Krishna replied, "O intelligent and Rasika gopis, if you know all these truths about me, why did you speak to me so harshly? So then the gopis said, "Oh, you drowned us in the ocean of friendship. Therefore, we took the liberty to use rough words against you. You were always looking after the whole universe, so you should extend your mercy and protect us as well." But their words have another meaning. They say, "There is no living being, from the demigods and humans down to animals, who can tolerate the suffering of his beloveds. But you, on the other hand, take pleasure in seeing our miseries. So for this reason, we think that you are not the son of Jashoda." Jashoda is famous for having a heart that immediately melts with compassion at others' sufferings. So how could you possibly have taken birth from the womb of Gopeshwari Jashoda, as you do not show such qualities? Then Krishna inquires, "Okay, then who am I?" And the gopis answer, "You are the super soul. The super soul is in the heart of all living beings, witnessing their sufferings, but remains completely neutral." Therefore, the gopi is saying, "You are the crass Jew among all the indifferent persons. And there must be some other reason for you to take birth in Braja. Have you taken birth here to sustain the residents of this universe, or just to give them more miseries?" So next, the gopis are explaining why Krishna appeared. They say, "Desiring auspiciousness for his creation, Brahma requested you to reside here incognito. Because if you reveal your identity, all souls would perform bhakti to you, and everyone would become liberated from this world, and Brahma's creation would go in vain. Then Brahma requested you, please, when you appear in this world, you should hide your identity. So in this way, no one will know that you are the Supreme Lord." In this way, even the atheists, as well as those who believe in God, they do not regard you as being the Supreme Lord. And they will become deluded by your immoral behavior. And they will become a demon like Jarasandha. And then my creation will increase, Brahma said. So to fulfill Brahma's desire, you took birth in the dynasty of the Yadus. You renounced your true nature, and you displayed all types of shocking behavior, like enjoying with others' wives, robbing, killing, displaying envy and pride. In this way, you kept your identity hidden. So in the meantime, when you ran away with some other man's wives, you have become our friend. But although you are our friend, still you remain indifferent to our sufferings. And you make no effort to stop our suffering. Now verse number 5. Virachita bhayam vrishnidhuryate charanamiyusham samsmritir bhaya karasaroruham kantakamadam shirasidena srikaragraham. O crest jewel of the Yadu dynasty, your lotus hands give soothing shade to those souls who, terrified by the cycle of birth and death, surrender to your lotus feet. Thus you relieve them of all fear. O beloved, please place on our heads these very lotus hands that fulfill all desires and that hold the hands of the goddess of fortune. Now the commentary of Jiva Goswami Pada Vaishnava Toshani. When the gopis speak this verse, it appears that they are full of awe and reverence, just like the previous verse. They say to Krishna, "You protect those who surrender to your feet out of fear of the material world." So it means that Krishna gives moksha, liberating from all of fear, and bhakti as well. Shikaragraham means that the one who holds the lotus hand of Lakshmi Devi. By this statement, the gopis, they reveal Krishna's propensity to come under the control of his dear devotees, and also to be very rasik. It should be understood that each of Krishna's qualities are better than the previous one. It means that first, Krishna, he bestows liberation, but better than liberation is to fulfill the three goals of life. And even superior to that is to bestow bhakti. But even though the quality of coming under the control of his associates and being full of rasa is superior to all the other ones. Then the word saruruha describes the natural coolness and sweetness of his hands. So the gopis say, because your hands are naturally cool and sweet, one can easily guess how valuable gift they can bestow. So to that, the gopis, they mean to say that we are burning in separation, and your lotus hands are soothing and can give supreme bliss, so you can place them on our heads. So moksha gives elimination of all suffering and opens the way for achieving the great wealth of prema. When there are many kinds of miseries, one's heart gets agitated, and that will give many obstacles to the development of prema. Therefore, those devotees who want to perform prema bhakti, they always desire to remove all obstacles who are coming on the path of prema seva. And those one-pointed devotees, they will completely ignore this dharma, artha, and kama, because they don't want any type of self-enjoyment. But for Krishna's seva, they desire dharma, artha, and kama, because they provide everything auspicious to help them to attain pure love. So in this way, the gopis, enjoying their prema, they describe that Krishna's hands can bestow moksha and dharma, artha, and kama. So Krishna may say, you are not worthy, so how can I place my hands on your heads? Then the gopis reply, this is true, you are highly exalted personality. Despite this, even though we are not deserving, still we are requesting that. So therefore you should be generous and place your lotus hands on our heads. So expressing their feelings, they continue by saying, O best of the Vrishni dynasty, you have appeared in Nanda Maharaj's family to exhibit unprecedented sweetness. So to prove this, consider the unique mood of our relationship with you and put your lotus hands on our heads. So the gopis, they are addressing Krishna as Kanta, means beloved. They say, your lotus hands have the prowess to remove all the fears related to this material world. So these hands, which inspire our desire to enjoy with you, are known to be very generous and soothing, because they bestow bliss and also all the desired objects. Therefore, place those lotus hands on our heads. Now the gopis are saying, your hands have brought the goddess of wealth, Lakshmi, under control and kept her in Gokula. In this way, your lotus hands are the shelter of the whole of all wealth. O beloved, the heat of separation from you is especially fearful for us. Therefore, keep your lotus hands on our heads and take away our distress. Then we will achieve our desired goal, means the auspicious association with you. And as a result of associating with you, we will get all kinds of useful things to serve you. So even though we are feeling very unqualified to serve you, still we request that you not neglect us. Offer your lotus hands on our heads and accept us as your dasis. So the family line of Nanda Maharaj is a special branch of the Vrishni dynasty, and you are the ornament of that lineage. So here there is one footnote explaining about this dynasty. It says that Nanda Maharaj, he belonged to the Yadu dynasty. According to Gopala Champu, the topmost king of the Yadus, called Sri Devamida, he was living in Mathura. And he had two wives. The first was from a Kshatriya family, and the second was Vaishya. The son of the Kshatriya queen was Shurasena, and the son of the Vaishya queen was Parjanya Rishi. So the son of Shurasena was Vasudeva, and Parjanya, he followed his mother's Vaishya dharma and resided in Mahavan, Gokul Mahavan, herding the cows. Parjanya had 5 sons, Upananda, Vinanda, Nanda, Sunanda, and Nandana. So, and Krishna, he born as a prince, the king of this lineage of the cowherd community. So in this way, the gopis, they continue by saying, therefore, as we are Brajabasis, naturally you're supposed to look after us. You can never neglect us. Certainly, you should place your lotus hands on our heads and accept us. Now the commentary of the Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Saratta Darshini. So Krishna said, O gopis, who speak so pleasingly, I disappeared to drink the sweet nectar of your angry words. My desire has been fulfilled, so you may ask for any boon you like. So in this way, the gopis, they begin to express their desires in these 4 verses. So the first of these 4 verses is this one, the 5th verse of Gopi Gita. So they address Krishna, saying, O best of the Vrishnis, you are the shining sun for the lotus flowers of your family. Please place your hands on our heads. Then Krishna might say, why should I? And the gopis reply by saying, Kamadam, fearing the 5 arrows of Kamadev, we sought your protection. So place your lotus hands on our heads to remove the pain inflicted by Cupid. Another meaning is, your lotus hands, which can remove the disease of Kama, also incite lust in our hearts. So your lotus hands grant fearlessness to those who surrender to you. So when your hands are capable of protecting one from all worldly fears, then what troubles they will have if they will save us from our Kama. So to that Krishna might say, in that case, I will place my hands on your breasts, and by that I will fulfill my desire. Then the gopis say, no, when you were about to place your hand on Sri Lakshmi's breast, she stopped you and took hold of your hands. So similarly, if you want to touch our breasts, we will stop you. It is better if you put your hands on our heads. Hare Krishna Vancha Kalpataru Vishwa Kripa Sindhu Devacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namo.